God is you, me, us. I'm in the mood, baby, I'm in the mood. I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me, stop me from loving you. Nothing can stop me, cause I don't fall for you. It's you, me, us. Baby, it's you, me, us. Girl, it's you, me, us. I'm in the mood, baby, I'm in the mood. I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me from loving you. Nothing can stop me up, I don't fall for you. It's you, me, us. Baby, it's you, me, and us. Girl, it's you, me, us. God is you, me, us. Yeah. Oh, I love that girl, I roll up, some people come around. When you see I'm on you, everything I like, tell them say I'm on you. You know what say, you know that you, oh yeah. I love that girl, I party, everybody we're rapping when the fool finish. Everything I like, tell them say I live up in you. You know your friend, you know that you, oh yeah. Enemies, bestie on bestie, I prefer NSC. I love you now, I prefer my money. Let me drop you off, I prefer my walking. From your beauty things, let me fair what's to you, but you don't know that I have blacks. You know what promise to love you for her, but sharing the body that has back. Look up, the people you have to deal with you and your own scraps. The best I pray for you, but begin to hear when they don't say you won't stop. I care for my enemy. If I wrong it today, I will ask for apology. I get treated as family. If I'm running on path, I get started at benefit. All of my women are moving, I don't have none of my money at DJ. My dinner federal, so be getting my pet, I'm bossy and secret. If you bet in the laugh, or they can't afford that, get you fell at breakfast. The people you throw to them for you, on a secret robber. I laugh for both of them. Drunk, what's all the hand I tell you? We have to breathe for us. Now get a little short one, Puka, or you get out of brother, we see you. Each hour, Babina, we are, where you can make you a good few. Now get a little short one, Puka, or you get out of brother, we see you. Each hour, Babina, we are. Some people come around when you see I'm on you. Everything I like, tell them say I'm on you. You know what's there, you know that you, oh yeah, oh yeah. Tell them party, everybody we're rapping when the fool finish. Everything I like, tell them say I live up in you. You know your friend, you know that you, oh yeah. I love you oh my dear, oh my dear, yeah, oh my dear, yeah. All right, folks, not to waste much of your time. I'm gonna be here shortly, just for a short while. I am concerned about something that I want to address publicly, especially within the public domain. And we are heard both on our FM app, LBR radio, and as well as on our Facebook platform. So yes, I'm going to go straight to the point here. Now, we have messed around. We have, literally like
taking things lightly and watch a lot of people within the public domain figuring that basically they are doing the right things and they have things under control and they are putting out the right information and thing out to our people. But this is it. This is my own take, you know, regarding Minister here at Ministry of Information and Senator Dabah, Senator Dabah of, I think, Grand Cape Mount County, Senator Dabah. Yeah, Grand Cape Mount County. I was listening to a brother talking this morning and mandating, being able to mandate, this senator here to come out with an apology to the Ministry of Information. Now, sometimes I wonder why people are so naive. Why do they stare the truth in the face and they are completely ignorant to, addressing what is real or what is true? Let's look at this issue here or this topic critically or in a critical way. Okay? I hope my sound is coming out properly because I've been having a little bit of a technical difficulty recently. But let's say this. Senator Dabah said it all. First of all, she has her constitutional rights and she has the right to, speak out. She's not there to please you or please your party or say it the way you want her to say it. It is her right. The thing here is that once upon a time, when Unity Party were opposition, they could come out into the public space and they could say anything. They could mention any nonsense, use any form of words and thing. In fact, any little opportunity they had, they made use of it against the ruling party, which was CDC at the time then. Okay? And today, the Unity Party, they are so curious about what people say about them, even when they are messing up. They are so curious about what people say about them. They actually do not want to hear any criticism. They don't want to hear anybody speaking negatively about their behavior, their performances, or how they deliver, to the Liberian people and all those stuff there, and which is wrong. Which is wrong. Now, I will specifically say this to Vani Saki. I listened to Saki this morning. Saki, you having the audacity to say Senator Dabah owes the Ministry of Information apology. You know what, brother? You need to go find a place and hire yourself. Because sometimes I believe that you people are the ones who, actually damaging the reputation of this party. You see the truth. You absolutely deny it. You make it stand for nothing. Go back and listen to your Minister of Information, Minister Pierre. Listen to absolutely majority of the times that he comes out, instead of furnishing the Liberian people with tangible information, all he does is attack and irrelevant, things he brings out to the public space. He's very, very, very arrogant and rude. He quick to insult the public or the Liberian people. Have you even listened to the point or to the fact that even when this identical incident that happened at the Lofa border there, once upon a time, what did he say to the Liberian people? You listen to, his comment to the Liberian people, what he said at the time then? He said, if you have forgotten or maybe you never heard it, he said what the Liberian people has to complain about. After all, there isn't any war, no gun shooting, nothing of the kind over there. So even if there was a land taking from the Liberian people, yeah, if there was a land taking from the Liberian people, as long as there isn't any war, why should it be a problem? Why should it be a problem? That was his exact statement he made. Yeah. Wasn't that foolish of him to have said that as an information minister? Instead of him giving the people tangible information, every little opportunity he has, he finds, he uses it to attack not only opposition, but Liberians as a whole. Go on air, follow other international media like Ghana, like Nigeria, information ministers. You don't see them speak, like this man, that irresponsible way of speaking. You don't see them acting like some kind of little kid or some street boy and thing. Just recently, look at the match being played, I think 2 days ago or so forth. The video is all on Facebook. There you can see the video circulating. See him jumping up in his office. See them celebrating, like to say, yeah, that office space is there for a playground. Look at even today addressing that he did. I will play it. Where he wants to talk about what happened, in the past during the George Weah administration regarding the cocaine situation, and now he comparing it with what is going on now and all the kinds. Look, Minister Pierre speaks completely like a man who is not in control, who actually from day in, day out has nothing tangible to tell the Liberian people. And then you want to sit there and dignify or, say something, to support this arrogant man of a minister. Let me be honest. There are so many disappointing things here that we're seeing that the Unity Party, they are doing. Now, recently, President Boyka went breaking ground again for another road project. Whereas the Ralphie International Highway there is uncompleted or death trapped. I got a good friend who went into the country. By the time she arrived there at nighttime, because of the condition of the road, when her driver started taking her, she got afraid. She had to beg the driver for them to park on the side of the road in order to sleep and wait until the next morning and start traveling again. Building overhead bridge in the country there, when knowing very well that there is an unfinished project to carry on. A lot of our president has that tendency. When they come in, whatever they made a predecessor, left behind, they don't want to complete it. And yet they say government is continuing it. Yeah. Every day they are advertising around, water and running water in people's pipes. So how many places do we have running water into our country right now? Even up to now, as it is raining heavily in Liberia, current electricity is even still stable in Liberia. It's not. But every day they furnish the Liberian people with lies, deceit, the Unity Party. Right now, as we speak, even at the Lofa border there, it was recently seen that Guinea helicopter was flying over Liberian territory at the border there. The people are massively moving a lot of the military equipment over at our side there. But when you come out to speak about it, this minister of a PA man All he has to do, and he's good at, is insulting the Liberian people and insulting the opposition. Whereas there are tangible things to talk about, as the Senator Dabah said. And you are playing deaf ears, you know, and eyes to the truth of the matter of what is happening in the country there. How will you say you are carrying on? Look at even the rainy season time. Go look at the situation, the flood situation in the country there. Go and look it up. The country there, you know, people homes being washed away, properties being washed away. The country is totally a mess. Garbage is all over. And every day they are saying, or he comes on air because he has nothing to tell the Liberian people, because he has nothing to deliver to the Liberian people. So he ends up with what insult Minister Pierre. This is the caliber of human being that Joseph Boakai appointed to be the Minister of Information for Liberia. Let's listen to the senator. Let's listen to the senator. Let's listen to the senator.
I think it's a disservice to the very executive that they claim to be saying. When you look at the Ministry of Information and you consider the mandates of that ministry, I think currently they are operating outside that mandate. For the number of times that officials within that ministry will stand up at the podium intended to educate the Liberian people on the good work that this government is doing, to provide information about development and key government policies, and divert to attacking individuals who views different.
Now tell me, folks, pretty much tell me, what wrong did she say? What wrong, or what is her offense? Especially looking at exactly what been happening at that Ministry of Information. 98% of the time, Minister Pierre comes up, he has nothing tangible to tell the public or to tell the country as a whole. He has been put over there as a legal weapon to say, you know, I mean, he cannot deliver, but all he has to do, his duty, is to just insult people. How different is this government from the past administration? How different? Let me put up or find, you know, or basically let me find a video about him a little bit. Let me show a video here about his arrogancy. Let's dig, you know, deeper, or let's dive into things here. Since Unity Party wants to speak, Unity Party wants to talk, they're called spill.
See how you're treating it. You see, we all walk in the street. We leave our houses. Let's go on, man. Mariam Reti here. Maurice Reti, your former president, got you as a dress. See, many of you here, the way you appear when you come up here, when people go to where you are, is you see a representation of where you are. I leave my house every morning dressed up with whatever I want to wear for a day. But then I call people to the Ministry of Information, come and see where I work. And when they come, all they see is filthiness. When they go to where I live, all they see is filthiness.
You see? That's why these are some of the things the senator was talking about. Deviating from the sole purpose of his responsibility. Is it his responsibility to inform the Liberian people about, their living standard or their surrounding, how they live, or he should be there informing the people of today's and everyday information about the situation of the country? Like, for example, how often does he speak about the situation at the border, the Lofa border? How often? Looking at things not even getting better. Things not even, retentions are not reducing at the border there. The people are living, in fear at the border. Even the 19.2 or $1 million of cocaine. As soon as after he's done insulting the Liberian people, insulting the opposition, when that other war music go down, things get cool, things get calm, then he jumped to another thing again. Because that's exactly what he did when the border incident happened. That's exactly what he did. When he knew that the situation was getting worse, people were talking, people were really bothered about what was happening. He formulated a tactic to come into the public domain, being very cheeky and arrogant to the Liberian people. Oh, what you people are talking about, what you people are around here about, what you people are here saying here and so forth. In fact, have you, since that incident happened, have you people heard any gun shot at the border there, any gunfire, any war and thing? Okay, in fact, what you can do about it? All right, okay, you can we get your arm, y'all go and fight the Guinean people at the border now. Y'all can fight. Y'all go and fight them at the border. You think Senator Dabah never knew what she was talking about? Senator Dabah, you don't owe the Ministry of Information any apology. In fact, the Ministry of Information should be working on trying to replace the arrogance of a minister called Mr. Pierre. You don't owe them any apology. He doesn't know his function. You can see the man, he's a playboy. Look at even the game situation. Look at how he was jumping all in the office there, yelling. Yeah, the watching soccer in his overall office. As an irresponsible man. Yeah. And then, when you come out to speak the truth, then they said, don't talk. But when seditions were in power, they had all the mouth to say all the necessary things that they wanted to say or they had to say. Right now, Liberia is at a race, knowing that we have different military men and things, a different country on our soil there, and doing whatever they want to do. They seem to not bother this government. And every day they say they are breaking ground for something else, when there are important things that needs to be taken care of. What kind of steady electricity we have in Liberia? What kind of steady electricity we have in Liberia? All the way rainy season time, current can't even stay long in people's homes. Yeah. Look how Liberia has been flooded by the rain in recent days. Monrovia, other places. Yeah. This drug issue that is going on right now in the country there, We should be very, very serious. Now he's finding a way to make sure that the situation quiet down by insulting people again. That is tactic. That's how he operates. The moment he knows that there are things that are there to expose the flaws and the weaknesses of this government, then he decides to change gears. By being so rude. Yeah. How will you see the kind of mayor you say you want to you actually want to have faith in his whole unity party government here or its administration? What do you think that this party here is going to actually bring to you positively when you have such a man who is damaging the reputation of this party? All he's good at is deviating from the issue and insulting the people of Liberia. Like Senator Dabah said, there are other key important things to speak on than to just be so insolent and rude to the public. Look at you talking about how you dress up when you come to where you invite people to your office every day. When they can't see, so people will take care of their surrounding and things. Are you not freaking concerned about what is happening to the border? Are you not freaking concerned about bringing a tangible resolution, responsible one to about the drugs, cocaine issue in Liberia there? Are you not freaking concerned about how drainage are all black in the country there and needs to be taken care of? Are you now freaking concerned about looking at Rousey Highway, the main road that leads from outside of the country to inside of the country there? That foreigners, tourists and things, they all come into the country where they see they feel unsafe driving on that road. And every freaking day, you are breaking ground. Every freaking day, you are building overhead bridge. And Joseph Boyka there is building a mansion in Lofa and thing. And then when the Liberian people speak about it, you come out and all you do, you activate your weapons of insolence. And Jeremiah P. and Pierre, Minister Pierre. Joseph Boyka, this man, Minister Pierre, this is not his area of expertise. If you want to know, you want to actually, assess him, go on other social media, foreign media like Ghana, type in their information ministers, Nigeria, compare it with your minister you have. Look at how responsible those people are. Look at their responsibility. Look at how, they respond to the public. Look at how they take care of issues. Look at how they engage the people, their people and things. They don't behave like a talk or a playboy like Minister Pierre. They don't. These are the things the international community are watching about us. You see how a lot of irresponsible men in this government here and women. And with all these things here, honestly, Unity Party coming back 2029. If even Liberia decide not to choose George Weah, but Unity Party 2029, they don't deserve to be re-elected, even if Joseph Boyka should run for the second term. Because he carried irresponsible people in his government. He has irresponsible people in his government. People that makes the image of the country look so bad. People that are not even telling the Liberian people the truth. Up to now, we have no tangible information about how that or land at Lofa border that were taken away from Liberia. We have no tangible information. Now we are beginning to believe Yeke Koluba now. We are beginning to believe Yeke Koluba. Even for Yeke to even come up and say there's drug issue here, Joseph Boyka knows something about it. I'm one of those believing it. I'm believing it as well. Joseph Boyka knows something about the drug. This drug issue in Liberia. He knows. Folks, we are as well FM. You can listen to us by our FM station all over the world through our app, FM app, and it doesn't take your data. It is free. You can download it, but I will share it later. I will put it on Facebook. We are not only by Facebook, but we are also too by audio, our FM. You can follow us and listen to us through our FM. Yeah. I am telling you, what a crazy government. What a psycho government that is just misleading the Liberian people left and right. Yeah. Listen to some of the nonsense he's speaking, he's spelling out. Let's listen to him again.
But deceiving the street, deceiving places, and gorgeously dressed. The way we present ourselves, we care for ourselves, we should also care for our country like that. Some of the people dumping dead in those drainages. When they dress and appear before you, you wonder whether they are the president or ministers or some top private sector guru. But when they turn you around, they go back to where they come from, they treat their country like that. So we broke ground for the Japanese, for the Togo Bridge to Freeport. And the same people, the money coming from the Japanese government through the development agency, JACA. The same people, they go and say, but look at how you're treating what we did for you years ago. That didn't cost much more money than the one we're about to do. Look at what you're doing to it. You turn it into a garbage a place.
You see what the senator spoke about? Knowing his function, knowing the things that he should be addressing, cardinal issue. Minister of Information. Things that threaten the safety of our people or our nation. Like, for example, that border issue between Liberia and Guinea. The drug issue that can affect our brothers and sisters, our loved ones. No. That MCC work he doing now. From Minister of Information, he putting out the information of MCC. All because that's how he's actually, built to divert unnecessary things. As soon as, the Liberian people starts to speak on cardinal issues that are very important to the country, to the people of the country and thing, then he lower a bazooka to come out and attack the people of Liberia, attack oppositions. Should he be talking about the lifestyle of the people, or he should be informing the people about the safety, of the country, or about their safety and other things? We're talking about top varieties things that are going on within the country or outside of the country. Top variety things. In the same video, he complained But why the Liberian people have to talk, the opposition have to say this and that and so forth. And he comparing the last incident of George Weah time when cocaine was caught and thing, and how they let those criminals walk free and blah, blah, blah. All to close the mouth of the Liberian people or the opposition. All to close the mouth.
Radio LBR, broadcasting from the vibrant streets of Minnesota. We are here to keep you entertained with the best music, information, and events. Join us as we celebrate the spirit of our city. You are listening to Radio LBR, where every song tells a story. It is time to turn up the volume. You are listening to Radio LBR, your favorite station in Minnesota.
Bring the heat. Mix it non-stop, non-stop, non-stop.
Yeah. This is the kind of irresponsible government that we are dealing with today. Believing that bringing President Boyka into power, some of us had that belief. Some of us convinced our families and our relatives and friends to vote for this old man of a president here with all of the wisdom he has after serving in government for the last 42 years, that Liberia, he was coming with a good chance of succeeding and surviving. But look at the dead bags that he brought with him. The dead bags he brought with him. Look at them. So the same way that we've been talking that George Weah were not competent of being president, and you all his followers and things, you talking about Twedding and things, Samuel Twedding and things, they just use, his popularity for them to come and steal. It's the same thing with the Unity Party. Papa Boyka should just still retire and stay home, sit and mind his grandchildren in, but instead, no. These same so-called people, they know that he has this legacy of the fact of his experience and well-known, so it will have been easy for the Liberian people to, align with this name and trust it to put him into power. But not know, it's all in their own favor. It's all in their own favor.
And yet you want us to still spend our taxpayer money here? You got a road, Minister of Defense, they got a road, the other people got a road. Those who are supposed to be in trouble. What kind of reason is that? I don't remember the year, but in the United States, in Florida, at the home, it was clear that he had no link with what was happening. So somebody started running around that all day when they caught the drug man, the president was there, therefore the president doing drugs. Do you know how picture business?
How will the people not equip the president to the other people? Why would they not even, spill the name of the president or even try to tarnish the reputation of the president? It isn't because of you people. Irresponsible man like you, a talk like you. All of you people are the reasons why this president here being tarnished, why his name being tarnished, why he being made look at, and how he being looked down upon. You're one of the key factor. Yeah. So obviously, what do you expect? That's why I say I'm beginning to believe Yahya Koluba, that Joseph Boyka has a hand in the drugs cartel business. It just unfortunately, it was caught. Unfortunately, it was caught. And that is why you are dragging with things. You think by making so promises that even if my family gets to do it, nobody will be spared. Those could be just mere talks, mere conversation. Yes. But at the end of the day, it will die down too. Liberian people, y'all just take my word. The same thing today. You see that Lofa border. We got no hair, no tail about Lofa border. Their drugs business too will die down the same way.
It is with public officials. How many of you in this place have not asked us for photograph? Many of you here on picture with me. So what's going to happen if they grab you somewhere tomorrow in your crime because you took picture of me so I in your crime? Is that the kind of reasoning that we're developing in the country? I mean, guess what is that?
You see? He doesn't even know how to address the press. He's addressing the press like he's having a serious misunderstanding or confrontation with the press or the Liberian people. I mean, what Joseph Boyka saw in this man, or maybe that family shit, or maybe he married to this man, sister, or relative, or what? But this guy is a complete gangster. He's a complete talk. Irresponsible man. If this man, I mean, I learned he was in America. They need to go back and do a background check his record. If you, I mean, this is somebody today or tomorrow you find out that have been into to some kind of stuff or that have been arrested in America here in the past. You can see it from his attitude. He's a talk. Look at him addressing the press like he's actually having a misunderstanding or confrontation with the press.
Even you go in public places, forget about those of you here who can take picture of us. We just want to break ground the other day for the road we talked about. You know how many persons came to me and asked me to take picture of me? I don't know that they took picture of me. So one of them will come doing armed robbery tomorrow, you will say that me send them because they take picture of me. Oh, and be passing around with the picture. They may who they grab in armed robbery here with your picture of Mr. Pierre, so Mr. Pierre sent him. These are unrealistic analysis that people are trying to make. And the intent could be simple. Try to distract us from the real issue and play politics, because that's all it's about. If you're running around
distracting you from the real issue, or you try to distract the Liberian people from the real issue. Because whenever the real issue, arises or the real issue surfaces out there, you always deviate from it by raining curses on the Liberian people and in fact within the public domain. You use that form of communication in order to distract the Liberian people from the real issue. So why are you turning the table around? Why?
the vice president picture because he's on picture of somebody, so you suggesting that he didn't drop business. Then one of the progenitor of that thing, and how he explained, we're not accusing the vice president of anything, but he has an explanation. Explanation for what?
What you mean explanation for what? It is the people right. They want to know. After all, the vice president is a businessman too as well. It is possible he could be into anything. That's why I said, and that's why the senator said, Dabah said, you're always deviating from the actual issue. Yeah? Now you are fighting to defend the vice president name like he can't defend himself? Or because of what? Then you're resorting into insulting the Liberian people, getting into confrontation with the press. This is a tyrant government that Joseph Boyka brought to the Liberian people. A tyrant government he brought to the Liberian people.
For being in picture with somebody? And from what they publish in some of their own papers, this person they are accusing is not even on an investigation. I mean, what is that? That political gambling will not work. You will not distract the government away from doing what they ought to do. Because you see, what you don't understand also is that we have said over and over, we are not in these investigations alone. We're working with international people. So any wishful thinking about cover up, compromise, etc., is not just possible. How do you do that when you work with international people? How can you do that when you are looking into a transnational case?
But then furnish the Liberian people with all solid proof and evidence. Provide documentation. Share with the public. That's your job, and that's the right of the Liberian people. Not mere words. You will come here and just say before the puppet there or before the stool there, and then try to insult the Liberian people and try to be so arrogant in your ways and behavior. Yeah. Then you want to turn and twist the table around to say the opposition and trying to distract the government. Are you kidding me? You still have a lot of unfinished businesses to take care of. You people are not addressing it. And it seems to be every other time the problems are getting even more and more. The problems are even getting bigger and bigger. The border situation there in Lofa has not yet been taken care of. Then drugs issue have also to falling on the head of the country. All these things, when the people goes to talk about it, you are very, very rude to the people and insulting to them.
Stop all these wishful thinking. Allow those who are trained to do this job and who are being aided by international people to do their jobs. Stop making insinuations all over the place.
It's no insinuation. Minister Pierre, is no insinuation. Isn't it that drugs or cocaine was caught passing through the airport? Is that insinuation? And it happens that y'all know the big hands that anything yet are playing. But y'all are doing everything not to expose them because y'all know that they are part of y'all. They are full flesh of y'all. So you, the bazooka for Unity Party, or when anything we just say, Minister Pierre out there to insult the Liberian people, put the opposition and the Liberian people together and insult them, abuse them. Is this the kind of reckless government that Liberia or the Liberians will have re-elected tomorrow? Is this the kind of irresponsible government or people that the Liberians are going? Look, the same way the Liberians felt that George Weah was a mistake, they should know that this government is as well a mistake. They deserve being re-elected. Everything you are seeing now is who they are. They say first impression counts. The caliber of people that are running this administration here, they are unfit. They are the same thieves, the same liars, the same irresponsible people. These are not the people to be re-elected or to reappoint or to bring back into power 2029. No.
Playing with people's character, running around and trying to link people to something only because you say you saw them taking pictures with somebody. The president, the vice president, everybody in government on record. The president has said, even if my own family is involved, they will not be spared.
Oh, please, mere talk. Please, mere talk. Talk is cheap. Anybody can say anything. That doesn't, give the Liberian people every reason, any reason to believe that you are telling them the truth. Talk, anybody can say anything to convince anyone. But you people are the same people that are spearheading this investigation. You're talking about, working with international body and things. Okay, yeah. But y'all can definitely cover this whole crap up if y'all want to. I'm beginning to believe Yage Konuba. I'm beginning to believe what I'm hearing even about the VP. That his, even Joseph Boyka, his, they are all part of this whole cooking business in Liberia. You are just the little weapon that they use against the Liberian people and the opposition. You are the little weapon. They set you up to just be harassing and attacking and insulting people whenever they confront this government about the truth. And it makes you nothing. Mr. Pierre makes you nothing.
Our vice president is on record to say, even if my wife, my children, anybody involved, they will not be spared. That's how serious people do things. And all of you on these serious political things and jumping around, making insinuations all over the place, you were right here when $130 million drugs situation took place in this.
And you still talking just what I stated. Now you want to compare the past with now. Why did you people, show up? Why the Liberian people elected you people? Not to undo the things that the sedition did in the past, to correct their mistakes, to end the mess as it was classified they were doing. Y'all came under the banner of the rescue government. Eh? Y'all were running under the manner of, stopping drugs and things. But it looked like it just became worse than the previous administration. Y'all said it. That y'all coming, y'all said that y'all promised the Liberian people that y'all were the right people to be elected into power. That y'all will come and fix the country. Y'all will fix the mess that the sedition government had made. But apparently you're worse than the sedition government. You're using your education, you're using every possible legit means to rake the Liberian people up.
Country and the people involved walk scot-free. Without wrecking.
You should walk scot-free. Your people should walk scot-free. Because during George Weah government, they're part of drugs cartel people walk scot-free. So the Liberian people now are the ones now to suffer the mess that each and every one of y'all are creating. They fight because just George Weah government stole a certain amount of money. Y'all should steal your own because they also do have drugs cartel walking scot-free. Your own should walk scot. You see how whole information minister of you, Minister Pierre, you can think so low.
Today. And then when you have a government that is serious, think about this. In the government here now that is so drawn to the airport, what will be talking about trouble?
Now you see, intelligently, that's an insult. That's an insult. Yeah, to the Liberian people. Insulting the intelligence of the Liberian people. Say, oh man, all the noises you're making. For nothing noise you're making. If we gave you or we didn't tell you what happened, you will know. It is your sole responsibility. That's why we put you there. You're doing us a favor. You're being well paid, Minister Pierre. Your butt being paid. That's how your family are surviving. That's how you jump out in that office there, you watching soccer game and everything, and you feel so comfortable. You're doing the Liberian people any damn favor. You're being paid for what you are there for, to serve the freaking Liberian people. You are our employee. We are the employers. We employ your boss, or your boss will employ you. So don't make it to look like you are actually catering to the Liberian people, or you're doing them a favor. No, take that back. Eh? You want to say you want to say Liberian people has no right to be concerned about the safety of their children, about the safety of their family? You want to support your kind, your people, all of you in that same cycle? Always want to make the Liberian people to feel like you're doing them a favor? No. Can you openly come out in the public domain and tell the world, tell the Liberian people that you're being paid for the job you do, the jobs that way you can't even do correct? You want to confess to the public that you're being paid? When your stomach growing in front of you already, that's not a frog. All because of the Liberian people money you're eating.
So if they wanted to cover up, why did they allow the drug to go?
Oh yeah, because apparently there were other legal eyes that were around that also too saw it. So there was no way. Or probably they were so trusting the system that they never needed to make no move. So the people that were on site, people that were not within your cycle, were the very first people to have spotted it and put the news out there. So y'all had no choice but to step in. Because y'all going to let it continue going, obviously, it will be even a more trouble for you people.
Why they have to arrest the drug and announce it?
Now you're acting now like the good guys. Oh yeah, you know we brought the drugs, we arrested it. No, only because other eyes saw it. You had no way to hide it anymore.
Drug, blah, blah, blah. If they were part of it as you claim, because then they don't want to do it.
It is possible they could be part of it. But as I said, other eyes saw it. There was no way they could hide it.
They didn't have to come and announce anything to you.
They had to announce it. You owe us that responsibility. You owe us that obligation. That's why, Minister Pierre, you are paid. And the money that you're being paid is not coming from your pocket. It's not coming from Joseph Boyka's pocket. It is the Liberian people taxpayer money. You owe us. You owe us that at least. That's what I say. Don't continue to think that the Liberian people you're speaking to, that they are fools. They don't know their left from their right. Always want to speak to the Liberian people like you are not obligated to them. You work for us. You fool. Minister Pierre, you work for us. You don't work for yourself. You are not even working for Joseph Boyka. We hire Joseph Boyka. We employ Joseph Boyka for him to appoint you. Joseph Boyka work for us. And you know this. Educated fool.
Of course, that's not why you saw in the past we have other plenty of money drop passing through this thing. First 100 million, then 10 million, and all of that. You were here. They took the wrong set of people, put them in jail, get them to court.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were the wrong set of people, they knew that they were not going to get anything out of those people, so they put walk free. Meanwhile, the very day they put walk free, the very group of people who were enjoying the drug, they left the country in 72 hours. That was it.
So you won't do the same thing too. You see, that's why I say you educated fool. You can just sell yourself out so easily. With how so arrogant you are also an educated fool. Now you in simple sentence or short words, you are telling the Liberian people too that even if you're, walk scot-free or your layer people go, ain't happened before, what's the difference? Minister Pierre, you don't worth being in that position at all. You worth being in that position. You are a mistake. And come 2029, the reason some of us, we got this set up, like I said, this station that I built with my sweat and my hard work, I also to build an FM for it. And everyone, as long you are not the right person or the qualified candidate come 2029 to be elected or re-elected, we are going to put out our media. We are going to use all of our resources. We are going to use all of our technologies in order to make sure we educate the Liberian people to vote right, to not repeat or let mistakes repeat itself. Now technology has gotten better, far better. In some cases, even we establish an international radio station that can be heard all over the world. We don't even need a tower. Just with the transmitter device and also to few connections or configurations and troubleshooting, we are out there that people can listen to us all part of the world. I can tell you with all proof that this media, as people learn about it, we are heard within the 50 counties of Liberia and beyond. We are heard in all countries. As long people knows about us and knows about our FM app, and it don't eat their data. We reach out to the, in fact, we can relay local stations where they can go. We can go there and we can relay them for their programs to be heard there. That's how sophisticated we have become. Technology. Preparing for 2029. We are beginning to educate our people now about it. How to tune in, how to listen, how to be informed accurately through our media. There'll come a time very soon that people will barely be even following the local station because they are getting news and information, or they are getting the station that can reach them way in the rural areas that even the local radio stations can reach. And we're going to use that power against you. We have begun the process already. The media is already in motion. It is active. It is running. And this is where I'm sitting from. But it will be used for the right purpose. So you got a lot to deal with come 2029. You see, even that your LNTV or your national radio station there you have in the country, unless they have a branch or a station in other counties, but they can't even cover just one within Monrovia cannot go over to the entire 15 counties. They have to have a relay. You see us? We in America here. We don't need a relay. Instead, we get relay stations. All people need to know is know how to log on to us, and bam, they are getting information. That's how better technology has become. And this, I promise you, is going to be used for the sole purpose of defeating a lot of you people. If even some of us, we have to give it free to the right people to use it for the right reason, we would do it. But Minister Pierre, you're supposed to be in that position. Not at all.
The end of the trust story. You see your scenario now is completely different. What you want to do is to try to distract our focus and turn it into a political gambling. Don't waste your time. It will not work. We get to the root of this matter. Those
it's working.
Charge.
Don't say it's working. It is working. Because you are not doing the right thing. It is working.
Will be persecuted. If the court of law found them free on whatever account it is, then that's it. But the focus will not be taken away from the case as it is. stop playing with a decent man in Vice President Combs' character.
What proof? What made you think that the vice president is decent? What made you think that his character is all clean and all clear? Eh? What makes him decent than the other people? Some of us still wants to know this. Eh? What made you think that? Of course, he couldn't be part of this drug cartel. We got inside sources that telling us every now and then, or inside source that giving us giving us a lot of information about him being involved. And you think because they position, they put you there as a lethal weapon for you to use against the Liberian people every now and then is going to work. When people see you up on stage, they should be afraid because Minister Pierre coming to open a wide mouth. Look, Pierre, there are people who are more arrogant and rude and disorder than you. Some of us can sit here on the social media. We descend on you all day without being tired. And nothing you can do about it. But one thing I can assure you, because of people like you, Joseph Boyka, even he's intending to run or to be re-elected, he will not be re-elected come 2029. Trust me. Because of people like you, Pierre, come 2029, if Joseph Boyka has the intention of being re-elected, he will never be re-elected because of people like you. We are pinpointing all of, the bad apples within this administration. We watching y'all, we putting y'all out to the public, and when 2029 comes, we are going to use y'all. We're going to use y'all against the fact that the Liberian people know that y'all the same old rotten apple. Y'all don't deserve being back. Old wine in new wine bottle. We marking all of y'all, Pierre. Come 2029, watch your UP will never go back. UP will never go back. And like I said, Facebook is not the only thing to depend on. We got an FM media right here. I can even close this down right now. People who knows about the FM media, they can tune in right in Liberia, they listen or you see the local station is any part of Liberia. We need Facebook. We don't need Facebook to reach out to the Liberian people. No. Just like the local radio station, they'll put an announcement out there for Liberian people to know that they are existing and what channel to turn to know them. It's the same way we can put out information out there. We are existing and how to listen to us. So you can't even stop us. Our frequency or whatever we got, we didn't get it from Liberia. We are not operating from within Liberia. That's why we started this. We make sure that we got ourselves prepared to know where we're coming from. So tomorrow, you people can have that grip over us. Spoon there where they can come out, they got to be careful to talk wherever it is, because today or tomorrow you'll start fighting to close it down, they start fighting to stay open and thing. You can't do that nonsense to us. No. I can rest assure you. Come 2029, Joseph Boyka will not think about running again as long as you people are existing in this administration. Because we will let the Liberian people to know that it will be a bad decision to re-elect Joseph Boyka.
Except when you have solid rock evidences linking you to anything, stop that political gambling. We know the situation that has been unfolding in South Africa. Every country being concerned, they've been working on what to do to protect their people. As a government, we announced that we're in a position also to help our citizens who are in South Africa. 29 of them voluntarily said they were ready to come. Of course, we got over 260 some more, which I announced here the other day.
You solve your problem right at you got another foot soldier, another foreign soldier right on your soil in Lofa. You solve that problem. The one that happening right in your nose in your country. And you talking about you going where South Africa to bring refugee back home or to bring Liberian back home. You see how incompetent you are? That's what I'm saying. You see how incompetent you are. That is bull crap. We got pressing issue that even the Guinean government are even, bringing over, or they are transporting a lot of their military equipments on the soil of Liberia. Because you have insulted the Liberian people enough for them to feel afraid to talk about this any longer anymore. So now you close out a chapter. Then you want to divert, as usual, what you good for. Talking about South Africa bringing refugee back home. Why you go Ghana to go bring, you know how many refugees you say got in Ghana? Or because they ain't beating there too. But go look at the flood that going on in Ghana there. Our people that are suffering, they need to come back home. Go other places, Nigeria, we got refugees, we got Liberians there on the camp in Nigeria too. Who wants to come back home? Unfortunately, they don't have the financial capacity to come back home. Y'all go all over the world and bring it back home. Instead of settling your internal problems. No. But when the Liberian people talk about it, you launch your bazooka at them. You start cursing it. You start cursing their mind, cursing their pipe, cursing their generation.
Of the 21, they are going through the process that is required. And once they complete the processes that are going on, the first batch of the one person will be brought home. Because it's voluntary, the more people bring them.
You know, folks, this is how far we will start for now. We will be back. I show you later today about more issues. We got reporting situation coming up from the Daily Observer newspaper. We will be, going into it. We'll be discussing editorial issues from the Daily Observer newspaper and training issue as well right here on this media. Like I said, we are as well FM app. You can listen to us through our FM. We are going, I'm going to be, sharing this later. Right now it's operational. People already who knows about it have already started using it and listening to us. Right now, to speak, even listening to the station. So I would say, next time we will definitely share it, with you all and home and abroad. And this has no negative impact on, your data back home, as our people complain. It is free and it is the new technology, that have arrived. Trust me, you're going to love it.
For this bad economy, and this money when they try the economy. I tell her say I if it will let them bother me. She tell me say I if she gon' need apology for what? This not just. But now if you're tired, you can leave of course. She tell me say I'm jealous, she gon' need my trust. Someone tell her that we fell, I don't need your love. Oh my dear, oh my dear, oh my dear, I cannot tell me. Oh my dear, oh my dear, it makes I want that cannot tell. Oh my dear, oh my dear, oh my dear, I cannot tell. Oh my dear, oh my dear, it makes I want that cannot tell. I'm suffocating, inside my head below. I just they let you know again. They can't let us say she learn economics. See, I be happy me spend all my money. I see my destiny waiting upon me for long. Apologize for waiting because you see me falling. information, and now I'm losing my patience to my team.
Who they give you mind to the body? I want to know who be that guy really likes you. Fine but like me, why you gonna say people? Oh, baby, don't you thought I from a baby and I call you. Oh no, oh baby, wait, me have to give you what you love for passion. No, baby, you call me back. You just make her do the finish that she's over. But this is how I love, this is how I love, this is how I love, this is how I love. You're there forever. Jump for granite, jump for my granite, baby. I don't need to see you on my life for my baby, and I need to have photo. I need to see you at the happy to place, I don't know if I want. They said I love is my but I can still my baby, now she has to see I'm pregnant. I'm going to you, like we don't the loving, mommy, it is satin. My love is so for you. If you can't stop me to the party, no go mind, it is nothing. My money just for you, just for you. Since 2016, baby, I've been on your feet. I'm alone, man, to keep my secret. I know they don't balance, so I'm not for lucky. But it's 2024, I can my keys, baby, everything I do, say nothing over. Tell me what's in there. See what I will live in and I think to the people post the talk. And I think to the people post the talk. Why you sure scared to say you would joke? You know just to call you what I'm there. I can't so kind of say you would joke. Tell me Singo, they are crack for me. That singo, you forever all get me go. That singo, they are crack for me. That singo, you forever all get me go.
So, folks, this is how we come to an end of this broadcast, and we will be back later.
They get from with it. And they get from with it. 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 You too good with my you too bad with my that is a spread over people. They are saying people. Come on, my baby, said I'm a hero. My home say I'm so not serious.